hello mestres or hello masters, it's up to you. How are you doing? So this video, it will be different because it will be completely on English, I guess, and I hope that this video help you to improve your English skills. And on the video of today, I will share my presentation on the Breakpoint 2026. It was an event that BrowserStack organized, and I was one of the speakers on the event. On this video, I shared about how QAs can improve your skills building your own systems. It's a thing that I'm doing currently. Then I share some thoughts that I had in this case together with a student, with a mentorship mine, and yeah, this was of the objective of the talk. I hope that you enjoyed, and if you want to be mentored by me, and in this case, if you want to increase your skills in English, not in this case, I'm not teacher of English, of course, but I can help you on, in this case, QA vocabulary, I can say. Talk to me, then yeah, you can speak more about that. And anything, let me know and share your ideas on the comments, give the thumbs up, and that's it. Thank you. Hello everyone, welcome to the Breakpoint 26 by BrowserStack. I'm Bruno Figueiredo and I'm here to talk about how QAs can grow automation skills creating simple apps. Let's go! The idea to speak about that was raised on a real question from one of my mentees. She asked me, Bruno, how can I improve in test automation if I don't have a system to practice on? But I will explain this better. The bottleneck, it was not the system, it was the access for some system. Because I provided some system to her to practice on. We have on the community a lot of systems just to practice the automation. But she wanted to explore more, she wanted to test different scenarios that on this third-party system she wasn't have access to. Then I suggested to her, so I am developing the systems to provide you some abilities. Why not you to start thinking about to develop some systems to you to develop the skills in automation? Then she started to do it. But let's speak about me first. So, I'm Bruno Figueiredo. I'm QA software engineer for more than 10 years. I'm also instructor and community build on my own company, Neste. And I help people to grow through hands-on practice automation on real projects. So, back into the history. The turning point it was, so instead of waiting the perfect system to working on, why not to start developing a small system by yourself and you start to learning a lot. But just a flag, the idea is not to be a developer, it's to make a master of your own laboratory. Then remember that you don't need a perfect environment, you need just an environment you can start locally. It's the basic. You don't need to create, for example, a system with database. You can create just a system that writes something on memory, the easiest way possible. And continuing on that, you need to start for a small system, small deliveries. For example, start like a simple front end, maybe with few endpoints or without, because you just want to practice few things. Then, of course, I suggest you to use AI to develop that, because you are not the specialist to develop system, and this is not the idea. The idea is just to have an environment to practice. The idea is just to have your playground. And I suggested it. I suggested, in this case, it was, okay, let's start just with endpoint, with 4 endpoints, sorry, to create read, update, and delete. Okay, we choose like a library, like just a book to create. Okay, let's go. Then with that, she started to learn about the rules, about other things like documentation of API, like how to receive any status, how to send the data, and he started to learn about a lot of things that probably she was not aware about how this was developed. Of course, because she was more focused on the testing and not the developing. And remember, it's your playground and it's your code, your bugs, and your tests. This is the perfect scenario for testing. And remember, you are not specialized in developing software, and probably you're going to start raising a lot of bugs that you are developing from. Then you can start to do tests to cover these issues. You're going to start to, of course, to fix these issues, or maybe not, because it's like your playground. You can create tests just to get these bugs. And this is the idea. It's to start to building something. In this case, you can start building systems in testing, then you start growing a lot. And just a quick reminder, it's not about becoming developing, it's about understanding the system. And this was about the real learning, because you are not worried about the environments. You can create any endpoints that you want, you can create any pages that you want, you can use the environment that you want, you can start it from local, but you can try to create an environment with CI/CD to deploy a real application. Then you're going to start learning about a different ways how to deploy a system, a different ways how to testing the deployment of system. Then it's a good feeling and a good mix of experiences. Then back into the history, she stopped to ask for permission to learn. She built her own environment and mastered of it. So she started for no system to practice to an API and UI automation. She built a small API and tested for herself. Then she added a simple front end and automated it. And it was like the same person, a bigger range and faster growth. And the biggest archive, it was the real confidence and real autonomy, because she developed a real portfolio that speaks for itself. Then what you can learn for it, what you can do starting doing tomorrow. Pick one idea, maybe a to-do list, notice from API, a login flow, a register flow, then start to develop. Then start to build it small, 2 or 3 endpoints, it's enough. And add the tests as you go. You can use REST, you can try using Playwright, Cypress, the technology that you want to learn about it. And the core message that I want to provide to you is stop waiting the perfect project. Create the project that you want to help you to learn. And thank you. Build your playground, on your growth. Nice to meet you.